if n is a positive integer, then the quantity -2 to the n all raised to the -2 plus the quantity 2 raised to the -n all squared is equal to. So this is a bit of a tricky problem, and I've seen this problem before. A lot of people get it wrong, and I can't really blame them because I think it looks a lot simpler than it is. It looks pretty short, straightforward, direct. So the thing to keep in mind here, in addition to just knowing your normal exponent rules, is this -2 here. So the base of my first term. Always remember that that is enclosed within our parentheses. So in other words, if I have -2 squared like that versus -2, the quantity -2 squared, these two things are not the same thing, right? Because order of operations is PEMDAS, meaning parentheses come before exponents. So this guy here is -2 times -2, which is +4. But here I have no parentheses, and so the exponent becomes first. So this is 2 squared times -1, which is equal to -4. So keep that in mind when we are simplifying this guy here. So the rule is, so we're raising exponents to an exponent. So in this case, I have -2n raised to the -2, so that means we multiply our exponents. So now I should have -2 raised to the -2n plus 2 raised to the -2n. Now, another thing to remember here is I don't have, as of now, I don't have a common base because my base here is 2 and my base here is -2. So I can't, factor out anything quite yet. And so I gotta find another way of simplifying this. So if I want to get rid of my negative exponents here, so -2 all raised to the -2n, so that's just going to be 1 over -2 all raised to the 2n plus, I don't know why I made my line so big there, so 1 over -2 all raised to the 2n plus, and then here is going to be, since a 1 over 2 to the 2n. So here, with this guy, if I want, I can think of this as -2 squared all raised to the n. And so when I square this -2, it's still going to become 4. So this is just 1 over 4 to the n. And this guy here, we can do the same thing. It's also 1 over 4 to the n. So now I can add these two guys together because I have a common denominator, and this is just 2 all over 4 to the n, which isn't an answer choice, but we're not done simplifying because that is 2 over, so 2 squared to the n, so 2 to the 2n. And now we are dividing exponents with a common base because this is just 2 to the first up here. So this is 2 to the 1 minus 2n, which if we just reverse this around, that's the same as 2 to the -2n plus 1, which is answer choice D. So I think it really all comes down to making sure you keep this -2 here within the parentheses and doing your order of operations correctly.